So you're from Australia.
Yeah.
And you're here for 3 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah,
in Vancouver.
well, in Vancouver, 3 weeks, yeah.
Right. So, and then you're going off to a camp or something like that, you said, right?
In Toronto.
In Toronto, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, what kind of camp is it?
It's like a kids' summer camp.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
So I'm going as a drama instructor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So is that like, did you like do that in school? Or like, are you like, do you do that?
Yeah. So like in
and
school,
stuff?
like I loved like acting and musicals, but
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like was choosing at the end of school, like, do I take the musical path or do I take like the music path? And I wasn't a good enough dancer to do like Broadway shows and shit like that.
Oh, I see.
So I was like, I'm just going to go like head first into music instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I can see that.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
What do I have? My hair
There's
is
just a little piece of dirt in
My
your
hair
hair.
is so
Looks beautiful.
fucked.
No, it looks beautiful.
It's so clumpy.
It's blowing in the wind.
Okay,
It
cool, cool.
looks very...
It doesn't feel beautiful, but that's fine.
It is, don't you worry.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got this fake blonde hair and it's not like that. It's, it's pretty rough. People are like, oh my God, Sam, your hair looks so good. I'm like, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. It feels like hay.
Yeah.
But it's okay because it looks fabulous.
Exactly.
So
All
it's fine.
matters.
Yeah. All that matters. Yeah. That's so funny. So I it's really crazy nowadays. Like I met my cousin. She was like a dancer on cruise ships and stuff. Mm-hmm. And when I was a dancer growing up, and when I was young, I wanted to do that because she got to travel and stuff, and like for free, you know, like that was her job.
Oh, that's so fun.
And she was like a showgirl, like she got the feathers and all that shit. And I still like love that. That would be like a fun thing that I would love to do.
Yeah.
But like from when she went, I'm not saying she like isn't an extremely talented dancer, and she was, but the level that you have to be at now is like they want like singing, acting, dancing, acrobatic.
Oh, it's crazy.
Like you have to have it all. I was like, come on, I just want to like put on a little burlesque show for the mom and dads. Like, what do you
just have some fun?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll blow you away. I can't do a fucking flip, but like
you have the confidence,
right? I'm looking beautiful, and you're gonna have a good time. Like, but I don't know. Hopefully one day I can have a little experience like that. But yeah, so that wasn't really and also like dancing wasn't really like the passionate route. But.
Yeah, well, I reckon it's because like with the internet, you don't have to go and, you know, pay for music lessons or like drama lessons, dance lessons anymore. Everything's like online.
Totally.
So many people, like musicians as well, you know, they have like a home studio, and so much incredible music comes out of like the home now, instead of, you know, you have to have the money and you have to like be with a label before you can create anything beautiful and magical. Right. So I think it's awesome. Yeah. It makes it fucking harder though, because more
everyone's
competition,
doing
right?
It. I know.
Like anyone can do it.
So true.
Even iPhones, like you can just record like a voice memo, upload it as a demo.
Dude,
and it's like fine quality.
Literally, like Steve Lacy's out there blowing up on his little fucking garage band, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I do band,
right? Like I do love that though. Like I think it's an important, like, I mean, it's a huge part of society now that we can do those things, but I think that it is also a little bit freeing that way. Like people are kind of becoming like more independent and realizing that like there's a million and one things that I can do, and I don't need your government, like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like I don't need Powell's money to go to school. I watch YouTube. Like, you know, and I think that's fucking cool.
It's so cool. It's cool that it's more accessible now.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And it makes it like, it definitely makes it easier to like start doing it because there aren't those boundaries in the way, you know? Like if you're like, oh, I can't become a musician because I don't have a studio. Like, where am I gonna, you know? And obviously, you'd overcome those boundaries if you really wanted to. But like, it's just makes it easier for you to be like, what if I just tried singing right now and recording it? What would happen? Like, you know, I'll just play around. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So did you like? How long have you been like involved in music for?
So like I finished school in 2015, and then afterwards,
high school or like university?
High school.
Okay.
And then my dad was like to me, I don't care what you do, but you have to go to uni.
Ugh.
And I was like, all right, well, the only thing I fucking know that I love is music.
Right.
So I went and studied music, like a Bachelor of Music at uni. And it was really weird because I started playing gigs, and a lot of my friends were like turning down gig opportunities because they like had assignments to do. And I was like, what? Like, why are you focusing on the piece of paper instead of like living and doing what you want to be doing? Like your dreams are happening out there. Yeah. So like I dropped out of like music school and just kept playing shows, and like, you know, I think it's so important to, I don't really know what the music scene's like over here, but back home in Sydney, it's kind of so important, I find, just like staying behind after every gig, getting to know people, like chatting.
Yeah.
And you just like make friends.
Yeah, man.
You make friends that also have great connections.
Yeah.
And it's like a win-win. And
yeah.
it seems like it's with the cyphers here too. It's such that
Absolutely.
vibe. Like everyone's so supportive.
Yeah.
And like you support someone, they support you.
Absolutely.
It's like such a community thing, which I love. It's awesome.
Right. It's all about the connections. Like I learned that very early on in like doing my photography shit. Like it's all about who I was meeting. Cause I didn't want to go to school like for anything, because I didn't know what I wanted to do in the beginning, right? And then I just like started taking pictures, and I decided that like that's what I was gonna do. And like from that moment on, it just happened. It was like a whirlwind, you know. I took like one course, and it was like once a week for 5 weeks, and it was just like the camera basics. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna get back to my camera basics, kind of learn that shit, whatever. And it was so boring, and I like failed, or probably, I don't know. I was like, I'm here to do this, but I also hate this. This is boring. But I like met somebody there who introduced me to another person, and that person introduced me to a bunch of people, and it just
builds and builds and builds.
It built, and I was like, okay, it's all about connections. Like, cool. And like sometimes it would be like, oh, that makes it like hard because it's all about connections. Like I have to meet the right people, but it's like it happens so naturally and like awesomely, and like you get to work with so many amazing people. And like I remember in high school, I was like, oh, if I don't go to university, how am I going to make any friends? Where am I going to meet people? And I'm like, I've met so many people doing this photo shit, you know, like more than my friends at university are like, yeah, there's no one cool in my class at all. You know, there's nobody fun. Like, it's not cool.
A lot of people like aren't even socializing. Like back home, I got people like lots of my friends go to uni, and I'm like, oh, I had the same attitude. I was like, that'd be so fun, so social, meet so many friends. And then they're like, oh, I don't know friends. One of my friends back home, she didn't go to a graduation because she was like, I fucking hate everyone here. I'm not going.
Fuck. Straight up.
So it's like,
especially like COVID and stuff, it's like online. It's like, it's not even, you're not even meeting people. And like, you know, art and career and everything aside, like meeting people is so important for your growth. You know, like I love meeting new people and learning about them. It's like, it's just like the most special like human experience ever to experience another person. You know, like you're never going to meet the same person twice.
Yeah. I feel like people who kind of like, not that there's anything wrong with it, but people who just stay in like a small town that they grew up in with the same friends, and they don't feel the need to ever extend their friendship group or like travel or see other places. Obviously that's a privilege to be able to do that stuff. But people who like they don't feel any need to grow as a person. Like, now I'm comfortable, I'm happy, my friendship circle's full, all that shit. Like, I think it's such a detrimental attitude to have, because if you're just open to people and you're open to the world and like, you know, I'm fucking here right now, this is crazy.
I know.
I feel like I'm gonna wake up, I feel like I've just been dreaming for 3 days. Like, literally flew into Canada 3 days ago, and somehow I end up here. Like, what?
I absolutely love that.
You just have to be open and just nice.
Totally.
Like, people forget how important it is to be kind.
Absolutely.
Just
totally.
friendly.
It's just the internet and the phone thing, and you know, it makes us like so like hateful of the world, and like, you know, and I was totally in a place before where, you know, I just hated everybody, and I didn't give a, I was like, I wasn't meeting anyone cool, and I didn't like anybody, and everyone was boring, and I was like, ugh, or they're causing issues. Like, you know, obviously you're going to meet people out there that you don't like, but like, you're not going to meet people that you do like if you're so close off to everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing is, if you meet someone you don't like them, you just don't see them again.
Yeah. You go on and you're like, well, that person sucked. Cool.
They
bye.
fizzle out of your life. You don't put any energy into that connection. It won't grow.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Yeah,
this place is incredible.
This place is amazing.
Especially we haven't had service, so that's been kind of fun.
Right?
We have to. Everyone's just socializing because all our phones are dead.
Yeah, they're dead to us. Yeah. My family, they're gone.
I was like texting my mom yesterday. I was like, "Hey, mom, met this guy. He's driving us for an hour to Squamish. I don't know where I'm staying. I won't have phone reception for 24 hours. Don't stress. Bye." And just turn my phone off.
Oh my God. She's like, my child is dead. She's gone.
Yeah.
Damn. So what is your family like? Was your mom like, is she like super supportive, open? Is she like really like...
Yeah, no. My family is awesome. Like, I'm very blessed to have that. Like, my parents aren't together. They've been divorced since I was 5. But they're both super supportive and just really open people. My mum's such a hippie.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Like, she's super carefree. Like...
Amazing.
Just love it. They love that I'm creative. Yeah. None of my other siblings, my older brother's super creative, but like my parents, they don't have that creative gene kind of thing. Like I wasn't raised in a house full of music.
Right.
You know, like they don't play guitar or piano or any of the stuff I play. But so it's kind of cool. Like, you know, what you were talking about before when I was listening to your other interview with Tristan, it's like weird. I think you're saying something like you feel like you're blessed to have this creativity inside of you. Yeah. And I feel like that's so true because, you know, if I was brought up and I wasn't exposed to that stuff, but I still had something inside me that was like journaling every night when I'm like 13 years old about all these boys and like getting my guitar out and having a strum and like there's something in here that needs to come out kind of thing. Yeah.
That's why I love art for that reason. It happens so naturally. You feel like chosen, you know, and it's so special. And it gives you that sense of purpose and confidence in yourself, you know, like you have something that other people don't have, and that's really special. Yeah. You know, that's really important. That's like what literally saved my life. Like, because I was like not, like I graduated high school and like things were fine. They weren't awesome, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I just spent a year like working at a restaurant, like smoking weed, like not doing much. And I was like, oh my God, I want to die. And what am I supposed to do with my life? Like I have all these options, but there's too many. I don't know what the right thing to be doing is.
It can be so overwhelming.
It is. And it's like something that everybody faces, you know, it's like, what do I do with this life that I have, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know when I just started taking photos, like it wasn't like, oh, I want to be a photographer. Yeah. I was like, I just have this camera and I'm gonna like take some photos of my friends and like
have some fun
with it, see what happens. One of my friends was like, you should make an Instagram. I was like, I don't know, I'm not really a photographer. I don't know. You know, like, I don't know. And then I just did, and like it just literally saved my life. I can't believe like how much I grew from just doing what I wanted to do and what felt right for me. That's my brain, it just went from like not doing anything to like, you know, and like so many good things just come from it.
I think when you realize that nobody has their shit together.
Yeah.
Like hardly anyone actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah. But even the lawyer down the street, he's depressed. Like, you know, like.
Exactly. Like, but if you feel like you're doing the right thing for you, that's all you can do.
Totally. And you, like I said, you're never going to be the same person twice. You aren't going to be like anybody else, you know, like you can have inspirations and people that, you know, lead by example, but like you got to do you. Like you're the only person that's going to know what's right for you, you know, and like, and I feel like that's also kind of freeing because I think a lot of people, they do compare themselves to like, you know, other people and what's going on around them, but it's so freeing to know that like it's okay that I'm not doing that because I'm not fucking Joshua over there. Like I'm me. Like obviously I'm not doing the same thing as him. Like I'm not him. Like this is my life, you know, like it's gonna be different, and that's really special.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yeah. So what instruments do you play? Guitar?
I play guitar and piano.
Okay, nice.
But like all the songs that I've released and recorded and written are mainly on guitar.
Okay, cool. So you said you had a band, right?
Yeah, so I've got a band back home.
Yeah.
Which is called my name, Tiarnie.
Right.
So Tiarnie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Aussie alternative rock.
Okay.
Kind of music. If you strip it back, like it's the songwriting style is quite like folky almost, but like rocked up kind of thing. Yeah.
Cute.
You might call it some people like it's indie pop, which it does hurt my heart a bit, but it probably is.
Right? There's so many fucking genres of music.
There's so many. Oh my god.
Like there's so many now. I'll just see like a new one every fucking day on Spotify. I'm like, what the fuck is bedroom rock flop pop? Like what? Like what the hell? But I love it though. Like there's so many different kinds. Like people are like, oh, like what kind of music do you listen to? I'm like, anything that I like. Like there's
that's such a hard question.
It is. What's like the main like so. You make a lot of music. I always have to ask this because like a lot of the rappers and like music artists that I know will tell me that like they don't really listen to a lot of music on their free time because they're like making it so much that they don't just listen to it. Because I'm listening to music like every second of every day constantly. Like do you listen to a lot of music?
I'm somewhere in the middle because if I'm playing heaps of shows, I do go through a stage where I'll just like drive without any music. Like if it's like I'm playing in a city like 2 hours away and I know that like my whole weekend is going to be filled of like 3 gigs or something, I don't want any music on the way up kind of thing because I do get sick of it sometimes. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god, 2 hours without it. So many thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I'll listen to something else like a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Like we're doing one right now.
What's a podcast? Yeah.
Podcast. What? I don't know. I've never listened to that before.
Yeah.
Nice. So it sounds like you do a lot of shows back home. Like,
Yeah.
is it busy over there?
Obviously with COVID, everything was
Right.
shut down for quite a long time.
Yeah. What's it like over there right now with COVID? Is it like gonzo or what's it?
Nah, everything's pretty chill now.
Yeah. That's good.
Like
That's
everything's, they're trying really hard to get it back to normal.
good. Totally.
So
That's good.
people try to wear masks sometimes, be safe.
Right.
like,
Right.
Isolate when you're sick kind of
Right,
thing.
yeah.
But everything's
Same as
doing
here.
all right. It's
Yeah.
so good to be back playing gigs.
Oh, yeah, I
It's so
bet.
nice.
So how long? Like when did you play your like first gig ever in front of people?
May 2017.
Oh wow. Okay. So
think.
it's been a while. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh my gosh, you're so young.
yeah. Yeah. I turned 22 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strange, like, coming out to an environment, like, not really knowing anyone, because I feel like when you get, like, over 19, you kind of just look the same
Yeah.
for, like, 15 years.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea how old anyone is here, right?
I never can guess. Like I always like I've done a bunch of these podcasts with a bunch of rappers and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm like, so how old are you? They'll be like, I'm 31. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you were like 24.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what? Like it's crazy. Saber T over there, 26. I thought he was like 19. Like I was like, what?
Yeah, I had no idea either, so that's good to know.
Totally.
Good to know.
Yeah, right? I didn't even ask. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll go away with you. I don't
Yeah.
even know how old you are, but I don't care.
Yeah, it was like 16. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, this looks so
Can't
bad.
even drive.
He turns up in the car and he's like, so I've got my L plates on.
Yeah.
Like,
If you guys can just like
you
act
can
like my
just, like,
older
sit
sister.
here.
That would be cool. You're like,
Yeah.
oh well, here we go.
It'd be an experience.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah, yeah. It is cool though. I like that. Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter.
It does
It
not.
really doesn't
matter.
fucking matter. And like I feel like okay, minus like the last like month of my life, I just feel like I was in this really kind of still like high school like headspace about like age and stuff. And like I'm like terrified of aging. Like I don't want to be older than I am right now. I love being young and I understand how much of a gift it is every day. Even since I was like 16, I'd be like, nice. I'm 16 right now. That's sick. You know what I mean? Like
cool,
every
that's
year
cool.
that I've ever lived, I've been like, I am young and
Yeah.
that is a gift. Like every time I
Yeah.
see someone old, I'm just like, I don't want to be that. You know, and it's something that I really need to grow out of because it actually terrifies me, and it's it's gonna happen. So it's kind of like I know I will learn to accept it, so
Yeah.
it's okay. But yeah, being in this scene, like, you know, hanging out with some older dudes, like a little bit, you know, like at first I was kind of like, I don't know, you guys are like 30, like I don't hang out, I don't hang out with you, like what do you, you guys aren't cool, probably,
Yeah.
like the fuck, and like they're some of my favorite people now, and I
Yeah.
think they're awesome, and it's given me a different perspective because, like, even though for myself, like when I am that age, I never want to feel like I have to like give up my dreams for like normality or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
I don't feel like I don't ever want to have to do that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm not coming of age, so I haven't like faced that scary thought yet. But
Yeah.
you know, I think about it being a thing, and when I see them still doing what they love, just living their life, like there is no proper way to live your life.
No,
like
not at
people don't have
all.
kids and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I grew up in a place everyone's got families and kids, which is
Yeah, no,
wonderful and
same
awesome.
here.
But you know, I never, you know, some people don't do that, and they just do them for their whole lives, and they
Yeah.
travel and they do crazy shit, and it doesn't fucking matter how
And
old
they're
you
happy.
are. And they're happy
And that's
as
all that
fuck.
matters. So.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
we got fucking people pulling up to the cypher that I'm like, oh my god, is that guy 50? The
Yeah.
hell is that guy doing here? He hops on the mic, he's a sick rapper. I'm
And you're
like,
like,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's given me like quite a good perspective on age that way. So I think it's been important for
Yeah.
that reason.
I mean,
So.
if you're all passionate people,
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter how old you are.
No.
Because, like, you can have someone, you know, your age, my age, and we just have nothing to say to each other.
Totally.
Because they're just not the same kind of, like,
yeah.
people.
Totally.
Like, age doesn't matter. It's so good that
Absolutely.
you had that, like, revelation too.
Right? I'm like, okay, I feel good about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is insane to me actually that I can connect with them so much because like, you know, I just think that like our generation is just so different with like, I don't know, Instagram and like all that shit going on. Like,
Yeah, TikTok.
it is a little bit different. Yeah, right? Like it's, and I'm like, oh, you guys don't get it. Like your Instagram doesn't look pumping. Like I don't really think you're cool. You know, like I'm straight up, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's how you know, and that's why the cypher has been so, it's been just so many things that I've learned from being a part of it. And that's one of them is like, you know, no offense to the rappers. I love you guys. I seriously do. But I would be like, oh, this guy's Instagram doesn't look that cool.
Yeah.
Like, he's not wearing cool clothes to me, in my own opinion, of course. We all have our own, but I'd be like, what the hell? But then I'm so judgmental. I'm quick to judge on those kind of things. And then they would hop on the mic and be so talented, and they would be so nice and great human beings. And I was like, God damn, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I fucking judging people for what they're wearing? Like, holy shit, shut the fuck up.
It's all just marketing.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Straight up.
Like,
it is.
And you can make anyone look cool online.
Yeah.
But to be like actually talented and nice in real life, that's what you can't fake.
Exactly.
You can fake the Instagram shit.
Totally. Absolutely. And it's like, maybe like their style obviously is different from mine, and like, they don't really care about clothing. That's not their passion. Like, that doesn't make them not cool. Like, you can still be cool in all these other ways, Like, I feel like I was really kind of like closed off in that kind of way, but it's really opened me up, to like not like I said, there's some people at the cypher who I was like almost like uncomfortable to talk to because they're so not my kind of person that I was like, there's no way I would get along with that person. Like, I don't really know. And now I can like fucking talk to them on the podcast for like an hour, and they're like a dope person. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, what am I doing? Like, it totally like bursted a bubble in my brain that I was like, I need to stop doing that. Everyone who sits down for the podcast, I'm just like, who are you? Tell me about your life. Like, I have no judgment and nothing about it. I'm just like, what kind of human are you? Tell me. Because you could be insane and crazy. I have no idea. It's really, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Not
like, I really was like in this little bubble of like, I could judge pretty well. Like, I have a pretty good judge of character, and like I still do, but I like it's less like, like I said, like, oh, you're not cool because you're wearing skinny jeans. Bye. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, what am I doing? That's so not a way to live life. Like, fuck that shit.
Like, one of the things I'm thinking of is like the side part versus middle part. Is that a thing?
Oh.
Like, how people like, you can tell if someone's a millennial because they have a side part.
Oh my God.
And then some people get like hella offended, like the younger people. Like, if someone has a side fringe and stuff, it's just, I don't know, fashion comes and goes.
It is. It is such a weird thing, man. It's so funny though. Like, I love it. And I love like expressing myself in like a fashionable way, so like obviously like I am going to connect with somebody else who does as well, but that doesn't mean that I can't connect with somebody who doesn't do the same that I do just because they don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many like different levels to like connecting with human beings. That's so, it's not about like, oh, you're not into music, okay, like that's we can't be friends, like, I don't know. But also, like, it is such, like, an artistic community that, like, everyone's into something cool. Yeah. Everyone's up to something, like, interesting. Yeah. Which is, like, also really awesome. Being a part of it is, like...
everyone who's here is here in the middle of fucking nowhere because they want to be here.
Absolutely.
So...
Absolutely.
That's pretty awesome.
Totally. I agree. I'm so glad that you got to be out here. Like, I'm so glad that
grateful.
I met you.
So grateful to, like, met you, too.
Hell yeah, dude.
We had heaps of fun last night.
Hell yeah. Last night was so fun. Oh, my God. That one guy.
Yeah.
Got me out of my seat.
I just like, I was both like,
we both were rising. Like, we're never leaving this chair. It's so comfy. And then he's like, everyone come a little closer. We're like, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Yes, daddy.
I wasn't going to say it, but she did.
But you were thinking it.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Oh, God. So... So where are you staying in Vancouver?
So we were in Gastown.
Oh, nice. Are you like a hostel or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But like now we're actually staying in Squamish for the next 2 days.
Oh, nice.
And then we're going to go up to Whistler. And then back to Vancouver.
Oh, look at you.
And then to Seashelt because I have a friend who lives there.
Oh, cool. On that nice.
Yeah. And then hopefully Banff before going to Toronto. We'll start work in three weeks.
Right. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So who are you going to Whistler with? What's that about?
With Tilly. She's
You guys are going.
Sleeping under the log.
I wish you guys could see. We got people laying with toothbrushes in their pockets under the logs.
Not here.
So funny. Can I hit your vape?
Oh, yeah.
I just really want to do it on the podcast.
Toothbrush or vape. I got it all.
Yeah. Cool.
I got all the essentials.
Yeah. I think I'll save the toothbrushes for you.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's cool. It's a bit more personal, even though this is also going in my mouth.
I know. Like, isn't it funny, though? Because it would be so weird if you just used my toothbrush right now. Like, personally, I don't care. I don't have very good hygiene, though. But, like, the vaping thing is so accepted.
Right? It's like anyone. I'll be like sleeping over at a boy's house or something, and my mom will be like, aren't you like you're not gonna brush your teeth when you're there? And I'm like, I'll just use his toothbrush. And she's like, oh my God, that is so disgusting. Yeah. I'm like, Mom, girl, we're doing more nasty things than that. It's not. Oh my God. We're exchanging.
As long as it's not, as long as the toothbrush is dry when I find it.
Oh, that's true.
Like that's what, if it's dry, I'm like, oh, this is new. Brand new.
Dude, I saw this.
Just dry it after, I'll put it back in the jar. They'll never know. You don't ask. No. Never ask, because then you seem weird.
No, I just come out and I'm like, I just used your toothbrush. Yeah. And they're like, what? I don't care. Yeah. I'm like, you're a male. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God. I saw this girl, she had like a TikTok where she just made videos of like guys that she hooked up with. She'd be like, okay, this is his bathroom, you guys. We're gonna go through all his
bathroom tour.
We're gonna bathroom tour and look at his products and like see what he's got. It was so funny. I was like, this is good. I like this. Cool. She was like, holy shit, we got some Sephora products. There's a girl. There's a girl.
I've seen that one actually.
It's like the elephant brand, like fucking something. She's like, holy shit, someone's put them on, or there's a girl.
And she's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, do I confront him or do I just run? Like the comment section's like going off, like trying to like find this man, like solve this mystery just because he had like some face moisturizer and some other Sephora shit.
So funny. Last night, I'm not gonna go into detail, of course, for reasons, but last night I just like heard some couple that was camping out with us or whatever, it was this morning, and they were fighting.
Yeah.
And the guy was just he's just such an idiot. I'm like, break up with him. Like he's like, I literally just want to yell for my time and be like, your boyfriend's an idiot. Break up with him right now. Yeah. But she had it under control. She was just like, you don't fucking care about me. Like what the fuck, like she was handling it. Yeah. But I was like, I cannot jump in those situations because I'm like, if you make up with him later, I'm gonna be so mad. Like he's being such a little dick right now. Like don't do that to me.
It's easy to see that shit when you're on the outside though. I feel like when you're in it, you're like, I don't know. It's easy to make excuses,
Absolutely.
But when you're on the outside, you're like, what the fuck?
Totally.
And that's a dick,
right?
Like, you can see that's so
why
easy.
I know, and that's why I'm like, I want to say something because later she's gonna be like, oh, I was overreacting because he made her feel that way, and I'm just like, you're not overreacting.
No, he's just gaslighting.
Right? He's totally gaslighting you. Like, end this shit. Like, yeah. Hate that shit. I don't like to see people being shitty to their loved ones.
I know.
It's not okay. I'm like, treat them with respect. Like, you gotta show that somebody cares. You see him bringing me this water?
Yeah, that's the shit.
Fucking, it was just sitting here when I got here. Like, oh my God. But he filled it up from that water.
Oh, so it's super fresh.
So, yeah, but...
Can I actually have a sip?
Yes, absolutely.
Please?
Absolutely.
Can you drink the river water?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he's been drinking it. Now my anxiety's setting in. I'm like, I'm going to be throwing up later.
I mean, it tastes like water.
It tastes great. It tastes great. It looks clean. Too. Yes, absolutely. It looks so clean too, but like, I've done a lot of like camping trips with my school and stuff. Look at all the sand on his back. Aww.
James wants to hit it.
Yeah.
Hit the road.
Yeah. Look at it.
But it sparkles. The sand
it does. It's so sparkly. I know. Yeah, I've done a lot of camping trips with my school and stuff up in places like this, and like we'd bring like water filters and like tablets to like purify the water because in running water the animals will like poop in it and then it goes down or something. So you're like not really supposed to, but there would be people on the trip who'd be like, I ain't doing that. I'm just drinking this fresh water. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? The beaver poop is probably better than half the fucking crap I'm eating at the grocery store. Let's be real.
I agree too. I agree.
I can't believe how good it tastes.
It tastes really nice, and it's cold.
Oh my God, it's so cold and it tastes amazing.
Because our water bottle's like all the way over there at the camp. They're so warm.
Yeah. Let's refill that shit and you're good. Yeah, honestly, when I came, I was like, oh shit, I only have one water bottle. Like, what am I gonna do? But
we brought 8 liters and we drank it all.
Oh yeah.
Tilly was like, you're being crazy. We don't need 8 liters. Girl, but it was good.
If you don't have water, you're gonna be uncomfortable. You need to hydrate for sure. That's very important. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, tell us your Instagram so that we can find you and all your little performances and music and whatever else you got.
My Instagram's Tiarnie Music. And then, Spotify and Apple Music, all that shit. It's just Tiarnie.
Can you spell that name for us again?
Yeah, you can. Tiarnie.
Tiarnie.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Where's the R coming from? I was like, is it Greek or something?
It's actually, I am Greek Cypriot, but it's actually Aboriginal. Back in Australia. And it means where the river meets the sea.
Oh, wow.
So
beautiful.
Because when my mum was pregnant, she was up in an Aboriginal community up in the Northern Territory of Australia. And like her and my dad were staying with some elders up there, and she just fell in love with the community. And so that's cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
what
it's cool.
Oh, that's great. I
It's
love that your
it's
mom's
nice.
like a hippie. That's so awesome.
she is. She's cool.
Is your
She
house
would
like all
love
hippied
us.
out?
Yeah. She would love like to be here. It'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, you gotta send her some photos.
Oh,
we'll take a selfie.
As soon as we like leave, charge my phone, saying, "Hey, I'm alive."
Yeah, totally.
And check
Here's
out
some
this
photos of the
vibe.
sick time that I
Yeah,
had. It was
yeah.
awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I'm sure she was off doing some crazy hippie shit when she was young. She's
Yeah,
like, she's
well,
fine.
we have the election in Australia right now for a new prime minister.
Okay.
So she's hosting this big election party because she hates the old prime minister, ScoMo.
Oh, yeah.
So she was so like I video chatted her yesterday. She was so drunk with her friends, drinking some wine, so excited, just celebrating the new prime minister.
Hell yeah.
So, it's cool.
Fuck yeah. Oh my God, I love your mom. What's her name?
Bernie.
Bernie. Oh
Yeah.
my God, cool.
Yeah.
Bernie. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love that hippie life. I have like, my room has always been decorated super hippie, like in my family house. But now that I moved to my apartment, I really want to decorate it like super artsy. But there's like a little bit in me that's like, I'm still going to put native carpets on the patio.
Yeah,
my patio is going to be like hippied out, but like my apartment will be
like the Tibetan flags.
Yeah, totally.
On the balcony.
Oh yeah. Fucking lights out there. I want to get like a hanging chair, like a hammock.
Yes.
Because it's like a little patio, but it's like all cement. So I think that you can like drill into the roof and like
do like an
attach
egg
it.
chair?
Yeah, kind of like, but I want it to be like a hammock. Like, have you seen those? They got like the wood and then it hangs. It's like a hammock, so you can probably stretch it out too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the summer on my patio. I'm gonna eat out there every day.
Yeah, so good.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's gonna be a hot one.
I'm excited.
Excited
we've had
too.
such good weather. Like
This
the
is-
4 days that we've been here.
Yeah,
I'm like boiling.
you guys are in for
do I
it
look
though.
red? I'm scared of getting burnt.
In my
but
sunglasses, it looks more red than
same as mine.
right.
Like,
But
I was
maybe
looking at
a
my-
little bit.
But it's
I don't think
chill.
it's anything to worry about. You'll be fine. This
You'll
is
be
like the
good.
Canada sun.
Yeah.
May, you know.
Oh yeah, if I did this in Australia, like if I waited at a bus stop for 15 minutes, I'm already burnt.
Oh god.
So I'm like, my hat's over there. I'll chuck it on.
Yeah,
in a minute.
yeah, totally.
We good.
I remember I did a photo shoot. I think it was like last May or the May before, and it was like so hot that day. It was like over 20 something degrees, and there was like no breeze, and we're in the middle of a field, and they're using like a reflector on me.
Oh my gosh.
And the
so
light, it
hot.
looked like the photos were amazing, but I was so burned, like my whole chest. Like, because I was just literally bathing. I was like, oh, I'll just do this when I'm tanning like they used to do in the 70s.
Yeah,
like, I'm going to use my fucking lighting reflector.
like
and,
multi-purpose photo shoot.
Yeah,
I can also
totally.
tan at the
I'm
same
also
time.
gonna tan. That's what I love about being a model. It's just like, you guys do all the work. I'll just look sexy and get a tan. Like,
That's cool.
that's the
cool.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dope. Okay, well, I feel like your friend wants to leave. Oh,
Yeah.
Saber Tea is like having such a good time.
I know.
I'm so not in a rush
everyone's
to go home today.
Me
I'm like,
neither.
we got food.
This is home now.
I know. I'm like, okay, we're
Sorry,
staying the
Tilly.
night.
This is home.
Would you guys ever move from Australia, or is that like your home?
I probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't found my place yet.
Yeah.
So I feel like this trip, because I've lived in a few different cities, like in
Okay.
Australia. This trip was me trying to like explore Canada and seeing when I find like
Yeah.
my place.
Dope.
So
yeah.
we'll see if it's here.
Canada
yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, I would love to hang out, but I feel like you guys are on a busy traveling schedule.
We'll have a hang over there and then we'll head
Oh
off,
yeah,
but-
head off.
Yeah.
Instagram friends.
Yeah.
Keep it alive.
Yeah, oh,
if I'm ever in
100%.
Australia.
Thanks so much for like having me on this podcast.
Of course. Thanks for
So
coming on.
fucking
I'm so
good.
glad that you came. It was great.
So
Had a
good.
great time.
Been
Fuck
so
yeah.
nice talking to you.
Yes, you too, girl. Fuck yeah.